Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Jessamy and today I will be demonstrating um, strengths-based assessments. I will be trying to approach an individual named Mike, a client who has been sent to me to receive anger management services. My main goal will to be identify his priorities while also working on some objectives and identifying the strengths that he can use to possibly address some of his problems in a less aggressive or less more well-received way. I will try to use attending skills in addition to really being approaching him from a collaborative approach, just saying that, I understand where he's coming from, being empathetic, while also trying to help him to develop his own plan and objectives. Thank you. Hi, Mike. Nice to meet you. My name is Kelly.
Nice to meet you, Kelly.
So before we get started, I need you to sign a written agreement just for me to tape you and for you to receive services. Is that okay? I'm just taping you for training purposes, nothing personal.
Okay. All right.
All right? Thank you.
And you said this ain't gonna end up nowhere, right?
No. Thanks a lot. So, Mike, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? What brings you here today?
Well, my name is Mike. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I need to be here. I work. I go to school. I got a lot of stuff going on. I really don't have time for this. But a lot of people say that I abuse alcohol, and when I do, I get a little aggressive. So, whatever. Okay.
So why do you think people say that? Why would they say that you abuse alcohol? Do you believe that you abuse alcohol?
I do not believe I abuse alcohol. I think, okay, I have a few here or there, but it's not to the point where I need to be sitting here talking to you. I got other things I could do.
Can you describe a few to me? What do you mean by a few? Is it every day, once a week, or?
I work on a really hard job.
Okay.
And so I sometimes at nights, I may kick back and I may knock back a few. And I don't think it's uncommon. Like I said, I do a stressful job, so I should be allowed to drink what I want, especially do stuff that's relaxing to me.
I understand how you feel. You just want to relax. Can you tell me a little bit about your job and why it's stressful?
Well, I deal with the public.
Okay.
So when you deal with the public, you can't make everybody happy. So you got your good days, you got your bad days. Some people come in, they're nice, and it's a real pleasant day. And other people come in and you just can't please them. So, working for the public itself is stressful. But, other than that, like I said, I guess it's like any other job. You got your good days and you got your bad days.
Yeah, I understand. Sometimes working with the public, because you have to be pleasant and smile even though they're not being so pleasant to you.
Yeah, like they say, the saying goes, the customer is always right. Well, I'm here to tell you, the customer ain't always right.
I completely understand.
Okay.
So when you drink, what would make people think that you may need help? What happens when you drink? Are you the same Mike that I see right now, this nice guy, or what kind of, what happens?
I think I'm nice up until somebody start messing with me. I think if you leave me alone, I'm cool. Like, I think I drink. To me, I'm quiet. Like, I don't bother nobody. People just be messing with me. So.
What do you mean messing with you?
Well, I may knock back a few, and people start acting like I don't know where I'm at, and thinking I'm slow and I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what the whole perception is.
What kind of people? Like, who's the people? Is it people in public? Is it family members?
I love family members for the most part. It's almost like they try to pick on me.
How?
So I think they picking on me.
Can you give me an example of how they try to pick on you?
Like the other day,
Mm-hmm.
I had me a few. Okay, I was a little happy, So I was, messing around people, and then all of a sudden they started saying I'm annoying. Like I heard somebody in the back talking about I'm annoying and all that, like I'm almost bothering them, and I'm like, yo, I'm just, I'm relaxing, we chilling, I'm just having fun, and that type of stuff kind of annoys me. So
what happens when you get annoyed and you drink?
I may get loud once in a while, because they not gonna play me. You're not gonna say what you want, and I'm gonna just sit back and take everything you dish. And if you gonna dish something to me, I'm gonna dish back. So
do you feel like you're defending yourself?
I feel like I'm defending myself.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
I understand. So do you think that you get your point across when you yell or when you're drinking and you're trying to get your point across that you are defending yourself? Do you think that that's how it's received by other people?
I don't think so, because I'm sitting here today, but I feel like it does work sometimes, and obviously sometimes I had a couple instances that I would say it's not common for me, but for the most part, I think sometimes sometimes it is, and sometimes I don't get my point across, I guess.
So I would assume, just based upon talking to you right now, that one of our main priorities would be just to work on communicating with other people when you're upset. Is that something that you want to work on?
It's something that I could work on. It's something that I think it's beneficial.
Okay.
Because sometimes I may say stuff and I don't mean it the way it come across, and so when you say that and then somebody say something else back, and that could, cause sometimes it could create a conflict when we both saying something, and and especially if I'm trying to get my point across and you think you taking it a different way,
So just no one's hearing each other. You're just kind of talking at each other. Exactly. So you want to learn how to listen.
That'll be helpful. Yeah, that'll be helpful.
Okay, definitely. Fully understand. So what about the drinking? Do you think that would you like to find alternative things to do to get rid of stress instead of drinking? Or how do you feel about your alcohol use?
I don't think my alcohol use is the problem. I don't see it being a problem. If you have suggestions on some other things, then I'll definitely I'm open to listening to it. But I don't feel like I have a problem.
Okay.
Like I said, I only knock back a few, and it's from after a stressful day of work. I feel like I work hard enough, and if I find a little bit of pleasure in and that, and having a couple of beer here or there, I don't think it should be a problem.
So do you think you have a limit as far as how many you can drink before you get to the point where maybe you're not being well received by people and you feel like you have to get defensive like we just discussed? Or is it every time you drink? Or do you feel like maybe if you have one instead of 4, you may not get to that point where...
That's possible.
Okay. So maybe we can just discuss different things. What else helps you relieve stress other than drinking? Exercise, or do you like anything else?
I exercise. That is a good stress relief. I like doing that.
So maybe after work you could go to the gym.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess.
Yeah, maybe we can try that. So we talked about some of the stuff that you want to improve on and some of your problems. So can you tell me just some of your strengths and different strengths that you have that you think would help you to address your problems and your priorities, which seems to be establishing relationships, communicating, and just maybe not drinking as much.
Well, I'm a hard worker. When I make up my mind on, as far as it's something I want to do, I take that commitment seriously. So,
Sounds like it.
I think that'll be helpful with that.
Okay, great. So, right now, I really appreciate the time that we spent together. I appreciate the stuff that you told me. I know that you really were kind of apprehensive about coming to see me.
Yeah.
And see I'm harmless. I didn't do anything. So what we can do now is for your next session, we could just talk about how the strategy of going to the gym instead of drinking works, and maybe we can come up with some tools to use to better communicate with people when you're upset. How about that?
Okay, that's okay.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
Great. Well, nice to meet you, and I look forward to working with you moving forward.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right.